But now we can go ahead and move on to the underdog pick of the week. This is the part of the show where we each pick a fight on the upcoming card that we think the odds makers got wrong. So whether you are a betting man or woman, or you just want to sound like you know what the hell you're talking about, come fight night, listen closely. Who was your underdog pick for this upcoming event? Leon Edwards or Holland versus Brunson is the main fight.
Close enough.
So my underdog pick of the week is going to go to Trevin Giles, and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh.
Now he's fighting Roman Dolidze.
That's my guy.
Dolidze. How do you say it?
Dolidze? I don't know.
That's right.
Might be
That's
wrong.
it. Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze is 8-0. He's finished 7 of those 8 opponents, but his last 3 are against not the highest level of competition. He is 2-0 in the UFC. He's come, like I said, minus 140. He's coming in as a favorite. Trevin Giles is a plus 120, so it is pretty close.
Close.
Trevin and maybe a parlay. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you why I like Trevin. He started his MMA career professionally, 11-0, with wins against Isaac Villanueva, UFC fighter, heard of him. Mm-hmm. Ryan Spann, heard of him. And Brandon Allen. Those are 3 really good UFC fighters, all in, like I said, UFC, and coming off wins. He's coming off a win.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ryan Spann, 91 in the UFC. Brandon Allen, a nice prospect at 185. He did have a couple of speed bumps in his career. He's only lost 2 fights, and Zach Cummings and Gerald Meerschaert. Not the best, but they're both in the 3rd round, so that's a lot of octagon time. He's coming off 2 straight wins against James Krause, who's a very good fighter, and then Bevan Lewis, who's a good fighter, and he finished him in the 3rd round with punches. The reason I really like this, not because octagon time, which goes to Giles, opponents, which obviously goes to Giles, but it's because Roman Dolidze is moving down from 205 to 185 pounds.
I did not know that.
So a bigger guy with a lot of muscle coming down in weight, never having only 2 fights in the UFC, finishing his opponent, so not a lot of time in the octagon, with Trevin Giles, who has been fighting higher level competition, has a lot of time in the octagon, and is a natural 185er. Has shown good cardio, showing that late finish against Bevan Lewis in the 3rd round, so can carry that power and stamina into the 3rd round. And I don't expect, if this fight goes deeper, the 205 or being able to move down to 185 and carry enough energy into that 3rd round. I expect it to go into the 3rd round, and you start to see the tide late in the 2nd round to 3rd round. Trevin Giles with that experience and that cardio to be able to get the upset.
So, do you have? Are you betting a method or just a winner?
Decision.
You think decision?
Yep.
All right. So take that to the betting window. My underdog pick this.
That's a lock.
That's a lock. Mine is not a lock, but I think he's got a good chance of winning. My underdog pick is plus 185. Dontel Mays taking on Tai Tuivasa, who is minus.
Don't take it to the window.
225. Hey. I've gotten 2 in a row.
A little Giles Dante Mays action.
Ooh,
A little parlay.
make some money. Or you'll lose a lot of money. But I like the movement. I like the reach advantage. And I like the possible takedown ability of Mays.
He said the movement.
Hey, he actually moves pretty well for a big guy, I will say. I think he gets it done in decision. We'll see.
A decision?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you could even do that as a bet. Just bet that fight goes to a decision.
Maybe.
But, we'll see. Then we also have our side wager of the week. That is the part of the podcast in which Mandy and I will make a side wager based on a fight, method of victory, or really anything we adamantly disagree on regarding the coming fight night, or something we just kind of disagree on because we want to bet a shot on it.
It's kind of hard to find something this week.
Yeah. Last week we had
Big Ben Rothwell, Felipe Lins.
And that fight fell through. So we have no shots to take this week for that. But this week, we have at a dead even currently in the odds, Johnny Eduardo and Anthony Burchek. I think Anthony Burchek takes it.
I'm going to go with Johnny Eduardo.
I love everything about Anthony. And
I love everything about the name Johnny Eduardo.
Yeah. Well, we'll see who wins that. We got a shot riding.